Hey there, weird traveler! Welcome! Actually, you're not really a traveler, are you? Well, welcome, future fellow weird ass black sheep! Welcome to the party pen! And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book called God Said. I really hope my soundboard is working. It said my soundboard is working. Fucking finally. Well, anyway, if you didn't hear that, we are reading God Said What? It's God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by yours truly, the Saint of Awesome. Your Superstone Sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. Clap for me, I clap for you. Welcome. Now, we are on Ezekiel. We are we are halfway through it. We are on chapter 21, which is super long. So let me tell you what happened. So, God is super mad at these people. Like, way super mad. Seriously, super mad. And, he's talking so much shit. He is so angry. Like, he's telling these people things and he's going back on his word, but only to these people, and it's because they deserve it. They have been steady fucking with God since day one. Literally day one. On the first day that he brought them out of Egypt and was bringing them to Jewland, they started talking shit. And they've been steady talking shit this whole fucking millennial or whatever, however long they've been in here. Probably a millennial or a one ennial. I don't know. It's some kind of ennial. And they've been talking shit. They've been cheating on him. They've been lying to him. They act like he don't see them. Like he's not literally watching their YouTube every day. So they just think God, it just don't pay attention. But God's been paying attention and he's been taking notes. And he's pulling out his notes. Like he's got a Rolodex of bullshit they've been doing. And believe me, he's letting them know. And then he's letting them know that he's tired of this shit. He ain't even gonna drag them in the house by the hair of their head. He's literally gonna bust their ass in front of people. He's like, oh yeah, y'all wanna play games? Play games. I'm gonna get the Gentiles and I'm gonna have them watch me beat your ass. Yeah, play with me some more. Whatever. So they decided to play with them some more. So God is really, really mad. Yeah, he's really mad. I'm trying to wait for Miss Mud Duck, but I guess Miss Muddy's not coming. But whatever. No, it's not whatever. She's at bingo. Yeah, she fell off the wagon again and spent her earnings at bingo. She did. My cousin might show up, maybe. Maybe I should let people know I'm here. But I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to leave it up to God. God knows what I'm doing. because I sure as the fuck don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, if you want to find out what I'm doing, because I have fucking no idea, maybe you can tell me. So, come this way. I have everything you need. I have cigarettes. I have cannabis. I have a Johnny Depp mega pint of coffee. I have a chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. So bring your animals. It'll be a good time. Yeah. So we're gonna read Ezekiel if I don't drink out of my cup backwards. Well, we're gonna read Ezekiel even if I drink from my cup backwards. Fuck it. Okay. So we are on Ezekiel. We are on chapter 21. And it is so long. And I need to find out if God voice is working before I even try this. Because God is talking. Yeah, it is so long. So let me see if God's voice is working. And Ezekiel says, and the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
Yo, dude, set your face towards Jewland. Oh my God, you're taking forever. Nikki talks too much. Oh my God, it works. Yay. Now only if Miss Muddy would show up, because then I could give her a birthday present. Oh yeah, it's her birthday. She might not even come today, but she's always on replay crew. So happy birthday, Miss Muddy. It's me and God voice. I'm God right now. Listen, hi, Miss Muddy. Happy birthday. Hi, Neil. Good morning. Hi, everyone else. Have a good day. Okay. So I'm telling Ezekiel right now, I'm like, yo, dude, set your face towards Jewland. Preach against the holy places and prophecy against the land of these terrible ass people and say to the land, oh my God, this is so long. Behold, I am against you, and I will draw my sword out of its sheath. Yeah, because I'm doing that. Hold on. Sheath. To cut off both righteous and wicked from you, because I will cut off both. Uh, hold on. What does it say? And I will cut off both righteous and wicked, because I will cut off both righteous and wicked from you. My sword shall go out of its sheath, sheath, whatever that word is. I think that's the holy thing. My sword shall go. Why am I saying this so many times? Man, the word is sheep. You don't have to say it so much. Oh my God. Oh my me. Do they get paid by the word to write Das Bible? Because man, they use that word so much. Or maybe I'm just reading it twice. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to pull out my Tommy gun of fury. Why didn't I just say that? My Tommy gun of fury. Yeah, I could have just said that. Anyway, I will not return anymore. Ooh, ooh. I remember this when I break up with them like the fourth time. Because I've broken up with them a lot of times. But I think this like the fourth time. Because I'm really mad at this point. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Preacher, do you hear God voice working? I gotta go to fucking work. I want to hump the air so bad. Listen, God voice. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was pulling out my sheet and I was killing both kinds of people. I was like, God, people, you're fucking terrible. Regular people, you are way more terrible. So I'm going to kill y'all. And then I'm breaking up with you. I'm going to beat you up and then I'm going to break up with you. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So anyway, the Lord, me, God, right now in God voice, I have drawn my sword. It shall not return anymore. Sigh there, dude. Look, do the heavy breathing thing, like, like a teenage girl, like, suck on your teeth because these people suck. Yeah, just feel bad because why not? Okay. Anyway, look, so therefore, hold on. Where the fuck was I? Therefore, wait, I have drawn my sword. Therefore, it shall not. Oh, yeah. Do the teeth stuck in breathing heavy thing with a breaking heart and sigh with bitterness before their eyes. Yeah, give them the stank eye. Yeah, like a teenage girl. Do that to them because I bet you they'll all be like, is he on his period? They won't even know what's going on. You beat me up and broke up with me. That's exactly what would happen. Uh, I need to quit reading chat. So I'm going to quit until, oh my God, this is so long. So I'm going to pay attention to y'all in a little bit because I'm going to have to, this is so long. Anyway, do a breaking heart, do the teenage girl thing. And it shall be when they say to you,
What do they say? When they say to you, why are you sighing? Why are you breathing heavy? That's what I said. Why are you on your period, teenage girl?
and you shall answer and say, because it's that time of month. That's so funny. But no, you got to tell them because of the news. Uh, when it comes, y'all will be like, what the fuck, dude? All hands will be feeble. Every spirit will faint. They'll faint. And all knees will be weak as water. Behold, it is coming and shall be brought to pass. So hold on. And then,
And then God started talking to me again because he just can't stay out of my head. I'm Ezekiel right now, and God just can't stay out of my head. My bones are shaking. My skin is crawly. God is really pissed off. But he needs me to say more.
Oh my God. Listen, you're being overdramatic, Ezekiel. It's not that bad. Okay, it might be that bad, but you'll be fine. We'll find you some kind of nerve calming agent to chew on. But don't worry about it. Things are happening. Uh, hold on. Wait. A sword. Okay. Brought to pass. Okay. And then I was like, yo, dude, you need to piss these people off some more. So tell them a sword is sharpened and also polished. You're going to see your ass being sliced to pieces in that motherfucker. Look, you don't even know. And it's sharpened to make a dreadful slaughter. Polished like a flash of lightning. You won't even see it coming. Should we then make mirth? It despises the scepter of my son. And it does all what? Wait a minute. It despises the scepter of my son. Oh, look. Look, he's talking about Jesus. Yeah, look, that's a Jesus thing. That's a God the third thing. Look, that's a Jesus thing. Look, I'm so clever. Me, God, right now in God voice. I just slipped that shit in. Yeah, like sliding into the DM. Yeah, I'm so cool. Look. Ow, I stubbed my toe right now. Just a second ago, I got too excited and I stubbed my toe. Or maybe I ran over it with my chair. Something happened and my toes hurt. I don't even know. Anyway, I'm about to talk about my baby. Okay. It despises the scepter of my son that begot the third. Look, we know what's happening. And it does all wood, and he has given it to be polished, that it may be handled. His sword is sharpened and polished, to be given into the hand of the slayer. Okay, so then I'm like, I want to say something about that. Because Jesus' sword was his tongue, it was his mouth. Jesus was a shit talker from way back. And Jesus was very precise in his talking shit. And he hurt them badly. And then the people that got their feel bads hurt, they killed him on wood. I don't know that to be a thing. That's a Nikki theory. That's a Nicacy theory. Nicacy is the greatest word ever. I just made that up. You know, because I'm not a prophet. I'm just a Nikki. I'm a sage. But anyway, I just thought of that. But Miss Muddy, what do you think about that? Happy birthday. Okay. Cry and wail, Son of Man, for it will be against my people because they fucking suck and they need some punishment. They need to learn today. Okay. And against all the princes of these terrible ass people, terrors, including the sword, will be against my people. Therefore, strike your thigh. I'll be damned. Because it is a testing and it will be the, and hold on, because it is a testing and what it, the sword despises even a scepter. The scepter will be no more. So I'm gonna fuck inanimate objects up too. I'm not reading along tonight. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, then never mind. Then never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't even read that until I asked the question. I just read it right now, what you said. Happy birthday. Okay. Okay. Will be no more. You, therefore, do prophecy and strike your hands together, but not because you're happy and you know it. Well, actually, strike your hands together, mostly for the fuck of it, but just do it. That is so cool. Anyway, okay, strike your hands together. The third time, let the sword do double damage. It is the sword that slays, the sword that the the sword that slays the great men that enter their private chambers. Oh yeah, so they'll be mulling on that shit. I think this is a Jesus thing. I can't be too sure. Again, it's a Nicosie theory. I think this about Jesus. And if those fucking terrible people that killed Jesus actually read Das Bible, they would have known. If they would have read Psalm 22, they would have known. But no, they're fucking lazy piece of shiznit people. And they killed Jesus because they didn't want to read Das Bible. The Jesus prophecy wasn't in that stupid book they made up in Babylon. And they read that more than they read the Bible. But because it wasn't made up in that fucking book from Babylon, they say Jesus wasn't coming. But if they actually read the Bible and what it says, they would not have fucked with Jesus. That again is the Nicosie theory, and that makes me really mad what they did to Jesus. That story hurts my feelings more than anything in the world, and I will gladly spend the rest of my life and never read that book again. I'm telling you, that shit hurts my feelings. Gave me post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't make God-sized Prozac either. So I'm kind of fucked, me right now in God voice. They don't make God-sized Prozac. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. The sword will do double damage. It is the sword that slays. The sword that slays great men, that enters their private chambers and mulls over everything Jesus said, and then like, oh no, fuck this guy. I have set the point of this sword against all their gates, for the heart may melt and may stumble. Ah, it is made bright. It is grass for slaughter. Swords at the ready. Thrust right. Say your blades. Thrust left. Wherever your edge is ordered. Also, I will beat my fists together, and I will cause my Tommy gun of fury to rest. I, the Lord, have spoken. Well, by God, I'm not done yet.
Oh, man. God is out of control. Oh, my God. God, you are so mad for no reason. No, I'm just kidding. You are mad for a very valid reason. It's a very valid reason, big guy. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. You're out of pocket all day and it's well deserved. Sticking up for yourself. Thumbs up. Okay. Okay.
Oh, listen, son of man, appoint for yourself 2 days for the sword of the king of Babylon to go. Both of them shall go from the same land. Make a sign, put it at the head of the road to the city. Appoint a road for the sword and go to Rabbah of the Ammonites into Judah, into fortified Jewland. For the king of Babylon stands at the parting of the road, at the fork of the two roads. And then he took a right and walked right into the party pit. I'm just kidding. He didn't do that. Wouldn't that be cool if he did, though? No, probably not, because then the sword's coming. And we don't need the sword at the party pen. That's my hangout. Me, God, right now in God voice. I hang out at the party pen every night at 11 p.m. Shameless plug. Okay, I'm sorry. He stands at the two roads to use divinations. He shakes the arrows. He consults the images. He looks at the liver because, ew. In his right hand is the divination for Jewland to set up battering rams, to call for a slaughter, to lift the voice with a shouting, to set battering rams against the gates, to heap up a siege mount and build a wall. And it will be to them like a false divination in the eyes of those who have sworn oaths. But he will bring, but where was I at under oath? Oh, he will bring their iniquity to remembrance, that they may be taken. Therefore, because you have made your iniquity to be remembered, and that your transgressions are uncovered, so all your doings, your sins appear because you have come to remembrance. You shall be taken in hand. Now, to you profane and wicked princes of these terrible ass people, those days have come whose iniquity shall end. Okay, we gotta take a break for a second. No, we don't. No, I'm gonna keep going because it's almost over. Remove the turban and take off the crown. Nothing, and I mean nothing, will remain the same. Yeah, Gatorati by my CD. Exalt the humble and humble the exalted. Okay, humble the exalted. Hold on. Overthrown, overthrown. I will make it all overthrown. It shall be no longer until he comes whose right it is, and I will give it to him. And you, dude, prophecy and say, thus says the Lord God concerning the Ammonites and concerning their reproach. Tell them, a sword is drawn, polished for slaughter, for consuming, for flashing, while they see false visions for you, while they divine a lie to you, to bring you on. Oh, the necks of the wicked, the slain, whose day has come, whose iniquity shall end. Return it to its sheath. I will judge you in the place where you are. Stand in the place where you are. Look, I'm gonna beat that ass. Okay, that's not what it says. It says, stand in the place where you live. No, that's also not what it says. It says, in the place you were created, in the land of your nativity. I will start emptying the bullets of my Tommy gun of fury. Okay. And I will deliver you to the hands of brutal men who are skillful to destroy. You shall be fuel for the fire. Your blood shall be in the midst of the land. On you, no, you shall not be remembered, except for when they write you in this book. They always write people that are not supposed to be remembered inside my unofficial biography. It is a thing. And that is the end of that chapter. Oh, that only took 30 minutes. Oh, look, we did a good job. We did a good job. Did a good job. Okay. Anyway. So what does everybody think? Oh, 30 minutes, Miss Muddy, and it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Uh, what is that song? Go shorty, it's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday. I'm got a Roddy, buy my CD, cause it's your birthday. Yeah, got a Roddy, buy my CD. I'm just kidding. I need you to think. I need you to tell me what you think. If I didn't know, I know what you thought I wanted. you know? Go Miss Muddy, it's your birthday. Haha. Your name fits in that song perfectly. And me and God voice right now. Uh yeah, I did get my soundboard working because it wasn't working yesterday. Every once in a while it shits on me because God wants me to remember I can do God talk all by myself. But it's better when he does it. Because it's like he has such an attitude. He has a flair for his own, everything that he done told these people. You know how he felt saying it. And I think he does a better job. Oh, I forgot I was in God voice. But I was singing Miss Muddy a birthday song. Hi, Firefly, it's me, God and God voice. I'm telling you hi. But I think I figured out the words to Miss Muddy's birthday song. Ready? Go, Miss Muddy, it's your birthday. Go and party like it's your birthday. I'm I'm God. Got a Roddy. Bum a CD. I'm got a Roddy. Miss Muddy. Happy birthday. Look, I made that whole song up by myself right now. I got mad skills on the mic, yo. I'm out of control for no reason. Cause, well, Nikki got God voice working, and I'm so happy to be back. On Miss Muddy's birthday, because I'm her favorite, so I had to come back for her birthday. Yeah, I'm mostly just not kidding. I wasn't kidding. I literally showed up for Muddy's birthday, and it's almost Muddy's birthday, and I don't know how many minutes. I don't know how many minutes that is. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Oh, over 10 minutes. It's over 10 minutes away. Your birthday's taking too long, Miss Muddy. But I guess I already sang you your song. But wouldn't it be better on your birthday? Go Muddy. It's your birthday. Look, raise the roof. No, I'm afraid if I raise the roof, the whole roof's gonna come off. So you can raise the roof. Oh my god. I miss my soundboard. This is amazing. I'm going overboard with it though. Oh, Miss Muddy fell off the wagon again and spent all her money at bingo. She left. Or she fell asleep on the couch to my beautiful singing. Yeah. She'll eventually buy my CD because I'm got a Roddy. I don't even have a CD, but if I did, I'd be selling it for sure because I'd be the most amazing. I got a whole bunch of songs that I made up that I don't remember. Mm. Ooh, yeah. This one's gonna be really good because, um, well, this one's gonna be really good. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, this one's gonna be good. Yep, Miss Muddy disappeared. She melted into the couch. She probably got her fire going and she melted into the couch. I'm looking for a book to add to my campaign book. You did fall asleep in chat last night. You did. Oh, look.
Hold on. If anybody new happens to pop into chat anytime in, like, I don't know, from today to whenever, it could possibly be my older brother that I've only met one time, and he asked for my YouTube today. So I don't know if he's gonna show up. But if he happens to show up in chat, try not to troll him. Okay? I don't know what name he's gonna be going by or anything. But don't troll him. It's the same rule with if a new girl comes in, it might be my neurologist. So, although I don't think ethics would allow her to come into chat, or it definitely wouldn't allow me to introduce her as my neurologist. But I can't keep my mouth shut. You know that. I Yeah, I can't keep my mouth shut, so I might accidentally introduce her as the brain chick, or I would try to say the brain chick and get her to change her name to that. But if a new guy shows up, it might be my older brother. But I think I go too late for my neurologist to come to my videos. She is a neurologist. She probably early bedtime. And she's got a lot of kids. So she might not um show up. Understood. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. And you know I always introduce you as my cousin. So you might get to know another, well, I guess, like, you tell me he's not related to you. But we're fucking family, so they have to be semi-related to me. Maybe distant cousins or whatever. But they would have half the same blood as me. Because you have my blood. So he has my blood. You have my blood. We're all fucking related as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, we're going to read chapter 22 because it's not long at all. Okay. So, moreover, God won't get out of my fucking head. And he's still mad. Eventually, God, you got to get out of my head. And we're not even halfway over. So God's going to be talking shit for like another 20 fucking chapters. But, man.
Okay. Listen, dude. Will you judge? Will you judge this bloody city? Yes. Now, show her all her abominations. Then say, The city sheds blood in her own midst. Her time has come. No, in her own midst. That her time may come. And she makes idols within herself to defile herself. Are you
Is God talking about dildos again? Listen. Listen, why? Why? Of all the things to talk about.
No, Nikki K. I am not talking about dildos. And even if it was, what is your business? She's doing it to herself. Didn't I just say that? She made idols within herself to defile herself. Dildos are no bueno. It's make children. That was the rule. You have become guilty by the blood which you have shed, and have defiled yourself with the idols which you have made. You have caused your days to draw near, and have come to the end of your years. Therefore, I have made you a reproach to the nations. Yeah, because I busted your ass right in front of them. I told you. I told you that's what I was gonna do if you kept fucking with me. But y'all keep fucking with me. And the name of the game, fuck around and find out. Because God wins. Okay. Anyway. With the idols, you have okay. And come therefore, oh yeah, I made you a reproach and a mockery to all countries. Those near and those far from you will mock you as infamous and full of tumult. Yet they still are. Look, these are gross people. Look, the princes of these terrible ass people, each one has used up his power to shed blood in you because I can't even say it. In you, they have made light of father and mother. In your midst, they have oppressed the stranger. In you, they have mistreated the fatherless and the widow. You have despised my holy things and profaned my Sabbath. In you are men who slander to cause bloodshed. In you are those who eat on the mountain. In your midst, they commit lewdness. With them idols, yeah. In you, men uncovered their father's nakedness. That's kind of gross. You shouldn't do that. In you, they violate women. They violate women who are set apart during their impurity. One commits abomination with his neighbor's wife. Another lewdly defiles his daughter-in-law. She was probably asking for it. And another in you violates his sister, his father's daughter. Abraham did that. Literally, Abraham did that. That's literally what saved Abraham's life. Was he married his sister? Was half sister. Okay. Okay. That's literally what saved Abraham's life. But okay. Impurity. Right. Okay. In you, they take bribes to shed blood. Judas is a good example of that. You take usury and increase. You have made profit from your neighbors by extortion and have forgotten me. I'm all by myself. Therefore, I beat my fist at the dishonest profit, this the money word, which you have made, and at the bloodshed which has been in your midst. Can your heart endure, or can your hands remain strong in the days that I deal with you? I have spoken and will do it. I will scatter you among the nations, disperse you throughout the country, and wait, and remove your filthiness completely from you. You shall defile yourself in the sight of the nations. Then you'll know the fuck I is, yo. Uh, yo, dude, dude. These terrible ass people have become shitty to me. They are all copper in the midst of gold. No, they're like bronze, tin, iron, lead in the midst of a furnace. So they're like what's that word? Oh, copper at the steel mill. That's exactly what that is. Uh, they have become dross from silver. Therefore, because you have all become gross, therefore, I will gather you to the midst of Jewland as men gather heavy metals into the midst of a furnace to blow fire on it, to melt it. So I will gather you in my anger, and my atomic gun of fury will leave you there and melt you. Yep, I'll gather you and blow on you with the fire of my Tommy gun of fury, and you shall be melted in its midst, as silver is melted in the furnace. Then you'll know the fuck, oh, that I emptied my Tommy gun of fury in you. Listen, dude, tell these people you are a land that is not cleansed or rained on in the day of indignation. The conspiracy of her prophets, this the people one, in our midst is like a roaring lion, tearing the prey. They have devoured the people. They have taken treasure and precious things. They have made many widows. Her priests have violated my law and profaned my holy things. They have not distinguished between holy and unholy, nor have they made known the difference between the two, and they have hidden their eyes from Sabbath. So I am profaned among them. The princes in her midst are like wolves, tearing prey, to shed blood, to destroy people, to get dishonest gain. Her prophets, where am I at? Like wolves. Okay. Her prophets. What is my cup backwards? Ugh. Okay, hold on. Damn it. Her prophets plastered them with untempered mortar, seeing false visions, divining lies, saying, God said this, when clearly I didn't fucking say that. Again, I have never said anything nice about these people. I don't even talk to them until they piss me off. And then I don't even talk to them, I talk to you. Look, these people, I'm so sick of them lying on me all the time. You know, can you imagine being lied to on the daily? It's like someone slowly poisoning your food and then expecting you not to get sick. Dickhead. Or you're legitimately sick and they won't take you to the doctor. Okay. Where am I at? Tearing prey. Okay. Among them. Okay. For prophets. And okay. When clearly I didn't say that shit. The people of the land have used oppression, committed robbery, and mistreated the poor and the needy. So they even had brown on brown crime back then and needy. And they wrongfully oppress the stranger. Also, it's in their DNA to do that. So I sought for a man among them who would make a wall and stand in the gap before me. Oh, there's a lot of preachers who say this. Stand in the gap. No, they fucking don't. No, they don't. They don't even know what a gap is, except for the shit between their wives' legs. Look, that's the only fucking gap they know. Okay. Stand in the gap before me on behalf of the land, that I should not destroy it. But I found no one, because there isn't one. Therefore, I have again reloaded my Tommy gun of fury, and I emptied my bullets in them again, and I have recompensed their deeds on their own heads because they suck.
Okay, that's the end of chapter 22. Oh, we lost some viewers. You have been, I'm not related because it doesn't matter. We have the same blood. I don't give a shit about a genealogy. He can be your cousin too. He's my brother. That makes him your cousin. Regardless of whatever blood shit the genealogy says, we have the same blood. I don't know. I guess genealogy doesn't take in blood ties or whatever. We all have half the same blood. But no, but I have the same blood to your mom. And if you notice, all in the Old Testament, they talk about the mothers, not the fathers. They're, especially in the king lineage shit, they're always talking about the mother because the mother is important. Nikki, you are being stupid. So, what does that matter to you? It doesn't matter to you. We have the same blood on our mother's side. And he has half the blood I do. So, in my mind, that makes you related. Nobody said you had to fall for dumb stuff. Again, I don't care what anybody says. In my mind, we all have half the same blood. So, you know, his blood might be half somebody else, but half of our blood is still the same. I spent fucking years studying geology. You're not even that old. Quit it. You're not even that old. And you study all kinds of shit. And I have my own way of thinking. You don't have to think like me. I don't give a fuck. That's the whole point of this channel, is to not think alike. Isn't that the whole point of this? In my mind, we have half the same blood. So he can be your cousin too. Don't care. And you don't gotta cuss at me. You're always the first one to cuss. But anyway, I was done anyway. My shit is about to go off to end. Have a great night, everybody else. Well, there ain't even anybody here. So, I don't even care. Now that my cousin ruined my boner because he wants to be whatever he's being, I don't know. Let me see. Okay. There's nothing. There's nothing else. Okay. Okay. Now we can say goodnight. So, everybody, give the pillows some head, put some lipstick on, put a ring on it, get it all over your face. Then, give your bed sheets some ass. Have a post-coital cigarette, and then have the sweetest dreams ever. This is about to be real loud for no reason. See? Real loud for no reason.